YouTube, I'm back with another video, and we're about to get into this Osight S by Olight. I really appreciate Olight sending over so many products to the channel for us to be able to review, so I can give you guys true and honest reviews on the channel. This right here, I really enjoyed this one, guys. This is a RMSC red dot, okay? And it is a multi-reticle red dot that you can put on your small compact pistols or micro pistols. I've recently done a review already on Olight's RMR red dot, and that's it right there. So you'll see that on the screen right now. Great video. I had some really good experiences with this red dot, and of course I've done a full review on this red dot also. If you're trying to save money, this is most definitely where you want to be, guys. So we're about to go ahead real quick, jump into the review. I'm going to do the unboxing, and I'm also going to do the full review of this red dot. Let's get into it. All right. As of April 11th, 2025, this is Olight's recent release, and we're going to jump into this right now. This is the Osight S, okay, and we're going to check it out. This is the box right here. And again, once again, pay attention to detail. Very nice box. Let's go ahead and open it up. There we have it right there. And just like the other boxes that I've had from them before, as a thank you for being part of the Olight family, your support is the reason we are here in Joy. Osight team. Pretty dope stuff. Set that to the side. They do have a README here, and this is the zeroing the Osight S, kind of gives you instructions on how to do so. We have that. There goes your Optic right there. Charging cover is right here, and then we have some important things right here to look at. We'll take this out. In here, you do have your USB Type-C cord. You have your little lanyard right there, and then you have your tool for screwing. So let's go ahead and open this up real quick. And there it is. So there's your cord, USB Type-C. Of course, you're going to need an adapter. I'm sure you have plenty of those at the house. And right there, you can see it's a little skeleton on the key, and I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, you have your screwdriver, your flathead there, your Phillips, it looks like, on this end, and then it's embroidered with Osight right there. And then right here, you have, it looks like a little lanyard, so you can keep up with it too. Okay, so you get that all in this package here. All right, let's move right along here. And it's a little tab here, guys, so you can lift this up just to pull it out the box a whole lot easier. Let's go ahead and open this up. And then right here on the back of it, pay very close attention. It gives you the screw size and the references, okay? Now, as you can see, some of the screws are longer than the others, and there's a reason for this. You want to make sure you choose the right screws, because when you put this on your firearm, on some pistols, on the right-hand screw, you need to use a shorter screw. If not, this may cause issues with the extractor bar. And you'll notice this if it doesn't extract the spent cartridge case properly from the chamber. Sometimes brass can even get stuck in the chamber, so make sure you use the correct screws for this. So again, short screw on the right-hand side if needed, and then on the left-hand side, it'll just be a longer screw, okay? All right, let's go ahead and look at the screws here. Right here, they are labeled, and if you open it up, you'll see you have all your screws in the inside. I mean, they give you a lot of them too. Check that out. So that's kind of what they look like here. So, and that is pretty good, because when you get some optics, you don't even get enough screws, and then you're hunting down for screws at the hardware store. So it's just not a cool thing. So they give you this right here. Let's see what else they have here. Right here, I think this is that lanyard thing. Here it is right here. And that's it. So yeah, you get it's a little bag so you can keep up with it. So that's it right there. One last thing here in the box, it looks like you also get your user manual. So right here in the inside is your user manual. And then of course they give you a lot of important information in here. So let's go ahead and let's jump into the red dot now. So here are the dimensions of the Osight on the screen. And as you can see, it has a nice small form factor, which is really good. This is a RMSC footprint, so it's going to look really, really good on compact and smaller pistols. And I'm going to show you one of my pistols that I'll be putting it on today. Be on the lookout for different colors, especially if this is successful in the market. And of course, we're going to go ahead real quick and weigh this. And from what I can tell so far, guys, this is very, very lightweight. So let's go ahead and get the scale over here. All right, so here's the scale. It is set to 0. As you guys can see, I use this flashlight right here. I wish it was illuminated in that screen, that display, but it's not. So that's set to 0. Let's go ahead and weigh it. And this right here, as you can see, there's no mount or anything like that on it. So we're going to get the true weight and let's set it there. So it looks like it's 0.9 ounces. Told you, very, very light. 0.9 ounces. For that, let's go ahead and weigh the charging cover. That's it right there, and that's what it looks like. So the charging cover is coming in at 1.1 ounces for the charging cover. So that'll give you, a better idea of what's going on as far as distributed weight on your pistol. The Osight S is made of a OAL material. So basically it's their proprietary aluminum alloy. And they say that the housing is tough, strong, and nearly as lightweight as 7075 aluminum. That's pretty impressive, with a level 3 anodized finish that provides superior impact and corrosion resistance for lasting durability. So check that out. You can look at the build structure right here and see how well it's actually built. And I always pay really close attention to see, if you have any indications of glue in the screen right there, and you don't. So they made this one pretty damn good. Here's more information about the build quality. They say that it's 73% harder than 6061 aluminum, 19% harder than 7075 aluminum, 33% stronger in yield strength than 7075 aluminum, 24% stronger in tensile strength than 7075 aluminum, and 44% stronger in yield strength than TA2 titanium. Now that sounds pretty impressive. Another awesome detail about this red dot is that it's IPX7 rated, which means it can be submerged in up to 1 meter, 3.3 feet deep for 30 minutes. So basically, fun fact, the charging cover is IP4X rated, which means a product is protected against water splashes and solid objects larger than 1 millimeter in diameter. So that's it right there. And sometimes you can really tell if a product is really good and waterproof. The less openings you have on the product kind of gives you an indication that it can be submerged up underwater a lot longer, along with like O-rings and things of that nature to keep water out. Now, let's talk about the milliamps on these batteries. That ceases to impress me, guys. It has a built-in 46 milliamp rechargeable lithium polymer battery, and the charging cover has a built-in 220 milliamp rechargeable lithium polymer battery. And of course, you can see all of those details right here on the screen, and I'm gonna get it in focus so you can see it right there. You can get 21,900 hours of life on level 3 brightness, with the dot only, and you can get 87,600 hours of total runtime with the charging cover right here. And I'm gonna show you right here why a lot of people like these type of red dots. This is an enclosed emitter red dot, and it has a pretty clear glass on the front of it, as you can see right there with that tint. Again, this has a great build structure because it keeps dirt and debris, and water away from the red dot laser that emits to the window, which creates your red dot. It prevents your dot from starbursting. So like I said, a lot of times you can get a lot of debris when it's open, okay? When it's an open emitter, you can get a lot of debris down in there, and then it starts to starburst that red dot or that green dot, and that's just not a good experience. I don't know if I mentioned this already in the video, but this is a 2 MOA dot. And then also you have a 32 MOA circle. All right, so let's look at the elevation and the windage right here. So right here you have your elevation. And of course you can adjust that with that flathead screwdriver. That'll allow you to adjust it up and down. And then right here on the side, you have your windage right there, and you can adjust it with that small flathead also, and that will adjust for left and right settings. Also, for you nerds out there, it is 1 MOA per click as far as adjustments. Something I just really enjoyed and loved from their previous models, RMR models, is this right here, guys. And this is the light sensor. So if you can see it, it's located right there, the light sensor, and it can detect ambient light intensity and automatically changes the LED red dot brightness. So I'm going to show you how that works also. Right at the top right here, just like previous models before, you have your magnet, and that is in use for this right here, your charging cover. So it allows it to be able to gravitate towards the charging cover, and therefore it will charge. And as you can see on the indicator right here, it is starting the charging process. Right here on the side, you do have a elongated button right there. And if you press that button, it'll light up the indicator right here and show you how much battery life you have remaining on the charging cover. The charging cover right here can be charged with an USB Type-C charging cable. And the charging cover can charge your red dot without it being plugged into the wall as long as it's charged up. And again, you'll see it right here from the indicator. Now let's go ahead and see how to power up and some of the other functionality on this red dot here. So right here, you can turn this red dot on by simply pressing the plus or minus button. So let me go ahead and show you. Let's go ahead and hit it right now. It is off. You don't see any reticle in there at all. Hit that plus sign one time, and then right there you have your red dot. So I'm gonna brighten it up so you can see it. It's nice and crisp right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn it off for you. And then I'm gonna go ahead and show you real quick that you can turn it on with the minus button right there by just tapping it, and there it is. It's on again. You can also turn this off by simply pressing the plus and minus sign simultaneously. And all you do is long press both of them at the same time. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you, get my fat thumbs around this thing, and then hold it down right there, and then boom, it's turned off. Now this does have motion sensor mode, which is default if you're trying to preserve battery, and it will turn off after 10 minutes of inactivity and wakes up in an instant. If you want to turn the motion sensor mode off, double press and hold the minus button right here for over 3 seconds to enable or disable this function. This also has mode switching. So if you press and hold the plus sign for over 3 seconds, it will activate each mode, and I'm gonna show you how this works also. The first mode setting to discuss is manual mode. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn that red dot back on, and the LED will flash once in this mode. Manual mode is the default setting. In manual mode, there are 12 brightness levels. Levels 1 and level 2 are night vision settings, while levels 3 to 12 are daylight setting, with level 12 being the brightest setting. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you real quick how bright this can get. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it all the way down here just so you can see it. So turn it all the way down here, and we will go 12 up. So right here, the plus sign, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So yeah, it's pretty damn bright. The second setting here is auto sensing mode. In this setting, the red dot will adjust its illumination according to how much light enters the light sensor. And I'm also show you how this works right here. So remember I showed you that little dot right there is the sensor. So I'm gonna try to duplicate this with artificial light here. So Let's go ahead and put it in that mode. And all we're going to do is hold down right here on the plus sign for 3 seconds. So 1, 2, 3, and you'll see it flash 2 times. So right now it's in that mode. So I have artificial light right here to try to mimic and act like the sun. And you're going to see that dot brighten up. So let me go ahead right now. It's very, very dim. But watch this. Once I put it right there in front of that sensor to act like the sun, you will see it brighten up right there. So there it is. And you can see that dot getting really, really red right there. So if you were outside and it's a bright sunny day, it's going to auto adjust to that. But watch this. As soon as you move away, you know, from the front of that sensor, is going to dim down. Pretty awesome technology. Now let's go ahead and put it back to the default setting on the first mode. Plus sign, hold down for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3, and it's going to go back into manual mode. You can see the dot, you know, very dim, but I can just brighten it up for you. So there it is right there. So keep in mind, they did not implement lockout mode on this model. And I kind of appreciate that because I don't think a lot of people would use lockout mode basically to kind of lock in a certain brightness, you know, with the red dot. So they took that mode away, and I really appreciate that. Now it's time to look at how to switch your reticles. So basically you're going to simply hold down the minus button right here for over 3 seconds, and it will change the reticle. So right now it is on the dot reticle. Let's go ahead and hold it down for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. That should switch and change. So right here, it looks like it's kind of distorted. You can't really see it, but this right here, yes, this is the circle. So I'm going to try, let me see if I can adjust it here real quick. All right, and no, I couldn't adjust it good enough so you guys could see this nice crisp circle, but I'm going to show you on the screen right now what it looks like. So that's what you're actually going to see inside the display of your red dot. The next reticle right here is the circle and a dot. And again, you can't see that. So unfortunately, guys, because of the lighting setting, I couldn't really get this to focus good enough where I can show you guys what it really looks like in here. But it is very sharp, and it is a crisp circle and dot reticle. So I'm really glad they implemented within this model the dot, circle dot, and circle options for reticles. All right here you do have a battery indicator just like this previous model. So if I press this right here, you can kind of see where it lights up green right in the middle in this area right here, guys. I'm gonna come closer to the screen so you can see it, and right there it is. If the indicator is green, it's more than 50% charge. If the indicator is yellow, it's between 50 and 20% charge. If the indicator is red, it's between 20 and 10%. If the indicator is blinking red, it's below 10%. So I like that. It gives you a visual to be able to see what's going on with your red dot. So let's go ahead and talk about the pros and the cons so far with this RMSC red dot. Let's start with the pros. The pros, it basically is a closed emitter. And again, I love that concept. I love how well built it is. Therefore, no debris can get in the inside or anything else, moisture and things of that nature. It is rechargeable. That's another thing that I really like about this red dot, the rechargeable magnetic wireless option. It's perfect size. So once I put this on the pistol, you will see exactly what I'm talking about for your small compact or either your micro compact pistols. And it also feels very durable. If you check online, you'll probably see some of the people getting some of these in and, you know, doing those tests where they just bash it and throw it against rocks and stuff like that. Another good thing about Olight is that, you know, the Olight products have a lifetime warranty that covers defects in materials and workmanship. So Olight will repair or replace defective products, and they also offer a discount on new products if the item is no longer in warranty. So that's pretty cool stuff. Now the cons, I only have one con with this, guys. They damn near knocked this out the park. Seriously, I only have one. Turning the red dot off should be a lot easier, okay? they should possibly add a small button on the other side right here of the red dot and allow it to be a one tap off response. So it just feels weird, you know, using two thumbs on this side right here or fingers to turn it off. So basically the red dot is on, you have to turn it off this way with two thumbs and hit the plus and the minus sign holding down, and then boom, it's off. So just imagine if they had it on this side right here where you don't have to use two thumbs, you probably can just tap it and turn it off. So Olight, if you're listening, just implement the off and on button right here and let me know if you guys agree in the comment section below. All right, so let's go ahead real quick, put this bad boy on my pistol, and I'm gonna show you how it looks. So here it is. This is my choice right here as far as pistol. The setup that I have, pretty dope damn setup that I have right here. Red dot nice and crispy. So for you guys that don't know, this is a Springfield Armory XDS 9mm. And I will be doing a review on the channel with this pistol right here. Nice, small, thin form factor. For those that don't know, this is my mag capacity right here. So I will be using this out on the range to test this red dot out. And as you can see, it's sitting on there nice, very, very nice. And it even co-witness, look at that with my sights, guys. So you can see, I'll hold it back further a little bit just so you can see it come up a little closer, but it is co-witnessing perfect with it. So yeah, I think this is gonna be a very, very hot seller on the market as far as RMSC options and footprints. All right, you all, so let me know what you think about the video. Let me know what you didn't like and what you did like about this red dot, and if it's an option that you'll be looking at in the future. It kind of seems like Olight is really paying attention to their customer base, because when they have issues or if it's a lot of people talking about some of the same things, they improve in that area, and that's something that I really like about them. Of course, the link will be in the description below. Go in, click on it. It's gonna lead you over to my campsite page, and then you'll be able to explore and purchase this red dot, all right? Please like, comment, subscribe. Smash that notification bell so when I roll out the latest videos, you'll be able to receive them. And remember,
I'm not from this planet.